You were not born to survive, you were born to thrive. But right now, if you're being really honest with yourself, that's not how your life feels. You feel exhausted, overwhelmed, flat, like you're just getting through the day, not actually living it. And maybe your body is starting to show you that something isn't right. The low energy, the stress, the symptoms that just won't go away. And no matter how much you try, nothing seems to truly shift. You've tried the diets and the supplements and the mindset work, but something still feels off. And a part of you is starting to wonder, is this just how life is now? It's not. And if you've been doing everything you can and you're still not getting the results you deserve, then stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why your body hasn't been healing and exactly what needs to change for it to finally start. Let me show you what's really been going on inside your body. Your body is stuck in survival mode. And that's where everything changes. Digestion starts to shut down, your immune system weakens, your heart is working overtime, your hormones become dysregulated, your sleep becomes disrupted, and over time, your body stops functioning the way it's meant to. But it's not just physical. You might notice you're reacting more than responding. You're getting overwhelmed more easily. And things that used to feel simple now feel heavy and hard. You've lost your spark and you don't quite feel like yourself anymore. And deep down, there's a part of you that knows that there has to be more to life than this. But here's the hardest part, you don't always realize how much your body has been compensating, adapting, and pushing through, holding it all together until one day it can't anymore. And that's when it shows up as symptoms, as burnout, as a diagnosis you never expected. And if this pattern continues, it doesn't stay the same, it compounds, not just in your body, but in your life. If your energy continues to decline and your health issues start to build, it begins to affect everything. Your relationships, because you're not fully present anymore. You're tired, you're overwhelmed, you're just trying to get through the day. So you stop showing up the way you used to for your partner, for your kids, for your friends. And then there's work. What used to feel manageable now feels hard. Your focus drops, things start slipping through the cracks, and you don't have the same drive, that same clarity. And overall, life just starts to feel heavier, like everything takes more effort than it should. And slowly, without even realizing, you stop living and start existing. And the longer this goes on, the harder it becomes for your body to come back. But here's the truth. This isn't random and it's not bad luck. This is biology. And this is called being stuck in a chronic survival response. Your body is stuck in the wrong nervous system state. Survival mode is the sympathetic nervous system, one branch of the autonomic nervous system. And this is where your body is constantly under stress. When the state is switched on long term, everything begins to shift. Digestion starts to shut down, which is why issues like irritable bowel syndrome and ongoing digestive problems begin to appear. Your immune system weakens, so you get sick more often, or your body can even start to turn against you with things like an autoimmune condition. Your heart rate and blood pressure stay elevated, putting long-term strain on your cardiovascular system, which is, by the way, the #1 killer in the world, cardiovascular disease. And your body is constantly flooded with stress hormones, adrenaline and cortisol, which over time throw your entire system out of balance, leading to things like hormonal imbalance, menstrual problems, thyroid issues, adrenal fatigue, PMS, menopause issues. And then you're lying there at night thinking, why can't I switch off? Why can't I sleep? Why doesn't my body feel like it's working anymore? And this is exactly why everything you've tried hasn't worked long term, because you've been trying to fix the symptoms while your body is still stuck in survival. But there is another state available to you, the healing state, the parasympathetic nervous system, the other branch of the autonomic nervous system. And this is where your body shifts out of stress and into rest, digest, and repair, where your body begins to repair. Your hormones start to rebalance, your digestion restores, you finally experience deep, restful sleep. And your body does what it was always designed to do, to heal. And this is the most important thing I want you to understand. Your body is not broken. It's not failing you. It's simply been stuck in the wrong state. And it hasn't been given the right conditions to heal. So if this is resonating with you right now, stay with me, because this is where everything begins to change. When you shift out of survival and into healing, you don't just feel a bit better, you start to come back to life. Your energy begins to return, your mind becomes clearer, your body starts to feel lighter, and things that once felt hard start to feel easier again. And then something even more powerful happens. You don't just heal, you begin to thrive. Because what most people don't realize is there isn't just survival and healing, there's a third level available to you of thriving. When your body is no longer using all of its energy just to cope, it finally has a space to expand. And that energy that was once going into stress, into survival, into just getting through the day, becomes available to you to create, to grow, to build a life you actually love. And this is where you step into a completely different version of you, where you feel like yourself again, but stronger, clearer, more aligned. And from this place, life starts to shift. You have more energy, more clarity, deeper connection, more joy, because everything in life operates on energy. And when you move out of survival and into states like peace, gratitude, love, and joy, you begin to attract the experiences that reflect that. Not because you're forcing it, not because you're trying harder, but because you've finally become available for it. And this is where life stops feeling like something you're trying to get through, and it starts feeling like something you're actually here to live. And this isn't just theory, it's what I see every single day. like Olivia, who came to me with chronic fatigue so severe that she could barely cook a meal for 25 years, stuck in survival. But when we shifted her body into the healing state, everything changed. And today, she has energy again. She runs a business she loves. She's traveling the world. A completely different life, one that she never believed was possible for her. And then there's Pauline. After decades of stress, keeping her body in survival, she received news that you never want to hear. Stage 4 heart failure. But she didn't accept that as her future. We began working together and we gently guided her body out of survival and into the healing state. And within just 6 months, her doctors medically reassessed her as functioning within normal heart functioning range. Not because of a miracle pill, but because her body was finally given the conditions to do what it was always designed to do, to heal. And she didn't just stop there. She got her life back, making memories with the people she loves, spending time in nature, walking along the beach, actually living life again. And if you're sitting there thinking, I want that, this isn't just possible for other people. It's possible for you too. So how do you actually shift your body out of survival? It's not about guessing. It's not about trying more things. It's about having the right formula, because healing doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you follow a proven process. You need the right approach: nervous system regulation, emotional and energetic alignment, subconscious reprogramming, and the right guidance so you don't fall back into old patterns. Because healing isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things in the right order. And this is where most people get stuck. They try one piece and then another and then something else, but without a system, nothing truly changes. So let me simplify this for you. There are 4 key pieces your body needs to fully shift. The mind-body system, a clear pathway to move your body from survival into healing and then into thriving. Mind-body tools, so you can regulate your nervous system and keep your body in the healing state. The mind-body breakthroughs, because your subconscious is running up to 95% of your life. And if you don't change what's happening at that level, nothing truly changes long term. And number 4, the mind-body mentor, because real transformation isn't just about knowing, it's about being supported through the process so you don't fall back into old survival patterns. And that's exactly what I've brought together in one simple, powerful process. A step-by-step system, tools you can actually use in your daily life, and a pathway that creates real, lasting change. And this is for you if you're ready to stop guessing and actually address what's really going on in your body. And that's exactly why I created the Mind-Body Healing Code, a powerful 6-week step-by-step program designed to move you from surviving into healing and into thriving. Because this isn't just about feeling a little bit better. This is about completely changing the state your body lives in. Inside this program, you get the exact system I use with my private clients, proven tools to regulate your nervous system in real time, deep subconscious healing processes to create lasting change, step-by-step guidance so you know exactly what to do and when. This is not guesswork. This is based on over $70,000 invested into advanced education, thousands of client sessions, and real world results with people just like you. And honestly, if you are trying to piece this together yourself, seeing the practitioners, buying programs, trying different approaches, the value of what's inside this program is easily well over $10,000. And the best part, you're not going to be paying anything close to that today. Because after investing over $70,000 into my education and working with hundreds of clients, I knew I wanted to create something that could reach more people and make this level of healing accessible, because no one deserves to live a life stuck in survival. So I've taken everything I've learned and distilled it into a process that's simple, practical, and deeply transformational. This program is the bridge between science and spirituality, between understanding and real transformation. And when you move through this process, you don't just improve your health, you expand your entire life, your energy, your relationships, your sense of self, your connection to your purpose. Because when your body shifts, everything changes. And the best part, these aren't tools you'll use once. They're tools you will carry with you for life. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, I've tried everything and nothing works. And I get that. It's frustrating. There's so much information out there, different opinions, different approaches. And at some point you start to wonder what actually works. And that's exactly why I've created this. I've taken hundreds of hours of study, thousands of client sessions, and distilled it into one clear, proven process so you don't have to keep guessing. And maybe you're thinking, I can't afford it. And I hear you, but I want to gently ask you something. What is it costing you to stay where you are? Your energy, your health, your happiness, your relationships, your sense of purpose. Because the truth is, nothing is more expensive than staying stuck in survival. And maybe another part of you is thinking, I don't have time. And that's exactly why this works. This isn't something that takes over your life. It's designed to fit into it. One simple module per week with tools you can integrate into your day, even when life is busy. Because this isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about changing the state your body's been living in. So if something inside of you is saying, this is what I've been looking for, then trust that. Most people wait years before addressing this and their body keeps paying the price. 6 months from now, you'll either be in the same place or living a completely different life. So if you're ready to stop surviving and start moving your body into healing and into truly thriving, all you need to do is click the button below and you'll be taken to the registration page where you can enter in your details and you'll receive instant access to the Mind Body Healing Code. And just so you feel completely safe in this decision, you're covered by a 7-day peace of mind guarantee. You can step into this program, you can start applying it, and if for any reason it's not right for you, just send me an email within the first 7 days and you'll receive a full refund, no questions asked. And I truly believe you didn't land on this video by accident. A part of you is ready for more, ready for change, ready for a different way of living. Because you were never meant to just get through life. You were meant to feel it and live it and enjoy it. You were not born to simply survive. You were born to truly thrive. So click the button below. This is your moment to choose differently, to choose yourself, to choose a life beyond survival.